So, following up on my last video, I just read a story that the Seattle Times is reporting that a man was shot and killed outside of an ICE center in Washington, the state of Washington. And this was at 4 a.m. after a protest had occurred there the previous day, protesting the facility and detaining illegal immigrants and things like that. Now, of course, as always with instances this, we should be willing to wait and see the full details until we jump to a conclusion. But if this is what many would fear it would be, this would be someone who was protesting an ICE facility, and he came with incendiary devices, and he came with a firearm and was shooting. We don't know right now if he was shooting directly at ICE agents, but he was in response shot and killed. This was inevitable. Now, the irony is, I'm not one that's quick to jump on and say some side's rhetoric causes actual violence in every time. Like, I think that you have to be able to draw quite a clear line. But the Democrats and the media, the mainstream media, are quick to say everything Trump says is incitement to violence. Everything. That's incitement. He criticized Ilhan Omar for comments about 9/11. That's incitement. Everything he says. Yet they constantly say, this man is a Russian agent. This man is a Nazi. ICE detention centers, we know that they're concentration camps. The ICE facility people, they're like the brown shirts or the Nazis running the camps. When you say this, people are going to start to take you seriously. They allowed the detention centers in 2014. There were pictures of them that the media continues to spread, thinking it can smear Trump, and then pulls back when it realizes, oops, that was our guy, Obama, sorry. And now they're hammering this nonstop. Nazis, concentration camps, Trump's evil, killing brown people, racism. So predictably, what happens? Well, someone who takes that serious from Ocasio-Cortez, from the Democrats, from the media, so they decide to take matters into their own hand. And now they're dead. This is the danger of comparing, oh, you're a Nazi. These are concentration camps. And what do we do with Nazi? This is what I've been talking about for years now. Is it okay to punch a Nazi? No. Because once you say yes, you're only a stone's throw away of saying, oh, and this person's a Nazi. And once you say it's okay to punch, if you really think they're a Nazi, then why isn't it okay to shoot? And that's what's going to happen. We're going to see more violence, more death. Because the hyperbolic, disingenuous, hypocritical Democrats, not all of them, but the ones we see that are in the establishment running for president, those like Ocasio-Cortez, and the media that defends or pushes their narrative, it's convincing people these are concentration camps. And so people think they morally need to arm themselves. Not everyone, but that's probably what happened with this guy. Look forward to more violence. That's what's going to happen. The same people, they couldn't vote. These same Democrats that are fomenting this, they couldn't vote to increase money to have a strong border so that these people couldn't get in and we didn't have to detain them. Or to have better facilities and more facilities to be able to properly detain people. Nope. Because they wanted the crisis. They wanted the pictures of kids in cages. They were sitting on them from 2014 when their guy was in charge. They couldn't wait to smear the other side with it. So they said, it's manufactured. There's no crisis. There's no crisis. Because they wanted this crisis so they could say, see how bad Trump is? And now people are removing the American flag and flying the Mexican flag and approaching detention centers armed with incendiary devices and weapons. It's nuts. Things are going to get way worse before they get better. It's time to stop this ridiculous hyperbolic crap that these detention centers are like concentration camps. Are they perfect? No. Would I like to see things better? Yes. But what are we going to do? You can't have open borders. You have to stop and detain people at the border. And if they have children, you have to do something. What are you going to do? Just release the kids? We don't have money to take care of people in our own country. What are we supposed to do? And this is clearly, it's all just a push for open borders. That's what it is by the Democratic Party. And a lot of the establishment Republicans don't care because they want cheap labor. Meanwhile, it's the poor people of this country that suffer. So, it's just a really terrible story. And, I hope that, there's no more violence of this scale. I'll continue to keep my mind open and see if more details come out about the story. But I'll link this story below so you can read it. So, all right, everyone, if you like this, please like and subscribe. I know I say that every time and everyone's like, oh, but please, it would really mean a lot. If you could just hit the subscribe button down there and then the little bell that will give you updates, alerts every time I put a video out. So follow me at @NorRobert at Twitter as well. So thanks everyone and have a good one.